Hi guys, welcome to Machine Learning series. In this video, we are going to talk about how we can implement cross validation using sklearn library and what are the different cross validation functions that we'll use in the library. Before talking about cross validation, let's try to understand what are the different data sets that we'll use in our traditional training strategy. There are three different data sets that we'll use in our traditional training strategy. One is training dataset, which we'll use to fit the parameters of the model, and another one is validation dataset, which we'll use to fine-tune the parameters of the model, and finally test dataset, which we'll use to evaluate the model for the unseen dataset. Here, we are dividing the entire data into three different datasets. Due to this, the amount of data that we'll use in our training the model will be less. This will reduce model's ability to learn. Cross-validation allows us to make a robust model by splitting the training data into case subsets. Each subset uses parts of its data for training and part of the data for testing. Next subset uses different split of the training and testing data. As you can see in the picture, each split uses one fold for the validating the model and the rest of the fold for the training model. And finally, after completing the training, we'll use test data to evaluate the model for the completely unseen data. Let's implement this cross validation using sklearn and Python. Okay, in the initial step, what we'll do is we'll create the sample dataset which has numbers from 1 to 25. Here we are defining k-fold method and we are passing number of splits as 5, which means 5-fold cross validation, and here we are passing number of splits as 3, which means 3-fold cross validation. And here for this 3-fold cross validation function, we are passing our dataset which has numbers from 1 to 25. And this k-fold function will return the indices of the data. To get values from these indices, we have to use np.take, which will take the respective dataset and the indices and will return the values. We have to remember one thing. So if you are using 3-fold cross validation, that means 0.33, 30% of the data we'll use for the testing and the rest of the data set we'll use for the training. So if you are using 5-fold cross validation, that means 20% of the data you will use for the testing and the rest of the data you will use for the training. You can see here. Here we are using 5-fold cross validation and here we are using 3-fold cross validation. You can see the length of the testing data set. Here it will be smaller and here it will be bigger. Let's get more understanding from this graph. Here you can see for 5-fold cross validation, these blue dots represent the training dataset and the red dots represent the testing dataset. For 5-fold cross validation, you can see the length of the training dataset. Here we are using only 20% of the data as testing dataset. And here for 3-fold cross validation, we are using 33% of the data as testing dataset. And also we have to remember one more thing. So if you are using 5-fold cross validation means each data point will present 5 times in the training data and 1 times in the testing data. And for 3-fold cross validation means each data point will present 3 times in the training data and 1 time in the testing data. In this case, we are not shuffling any data. Here let's shuffle the k-fold. So to shuffle the data, we have to pass extra parameters shuffle equal to true, which will shuffle the data set and pick the training data set randomly from the available data set. Here you can see the testing data set has been formed by picking the random indices from the data set. Let's apply this k-fold cross validation on the real-time data set. So here we are using IRIS dataset. This is one of the popular dataset and it contains 150 measurements of the petal and sepal sizes of the three varieties of iris flowers, namely Setosa, versicolor and virginica. Each contains 50 measurements in the set. So you can see here each one has 50 measurements. Let's perform logistic regression using traditional train test split method, which will split the data into train and test set so that each target value appears in both training and testing set in similar number of times. Here you can see accuracy of the training data set, which is 95%. Accuracy of the testing data set is 100%. Surprising. Let's apply k-fold cross validation to the dataset. Here we are using threefold cross validation, and for this method we are passing our iris dataset. This threefold cross validation function returned training indices and testing indices. We will pass these indices to the iris dataset to get the respective values. Okay, here you can see the accuracy of the test set is 0%. Guess why it is? I will explain. See, here we are not shuffling the data. Here we are splitting the data uniformly. Since the data are ordered so that the Setosa appears on the first 50 rows of the dataset, followed by versicolor and virginica. Here you can observe the blue color represent the training dataset and the red color represent the testing dataset. Our model trained on this blue color dataset, which has versicolor and virginica flower types, and our model didn't train on the Setosa flower type. Due to this, our model didn't learn anything about the Setosa flower type. Here we passed the Setosa flower types to the testing data. Because of this, our model didn't learn anything about the Setosa. Due to that, we got 0% accuracy. Let's shuffle the data and pass to the model. Okay, here see. After shuffling the data, accuracy got improved from 0 to the 90 plus. You can see that, right? Now we picked samples from the all three different types of the flowers. Here you can see we picked data from the all three different flowers. Now let's apply stratified k-fold. We'll use stratified k-fold when we have imbalanced dataset. Using the stratified k-fold, we'll balance the distribution of the targets in each fold. Here you can see we define stratified k-fold method, and for the stratified k-fold method we have to pass our target parameter, which is iris dataset target parameter. From using this, it will create balanced distribution on the each fold. You can see here it created balanced distribution on each fold. The data is equally picked from these three different flowers. You can see here the difference 16, 17, 17 in test set. Here if you observe here 11, 19, 20. Here the data is not picked equally from these three different flower types, but here you can observe the data is picked equally from these three different flowers. This is the difference between stratified k-folding and random shuffle. So if you want cross validation without k-fold, then we have two functions, cross validate and cross validation score, which will train using your data, and it will automatically pick the number of splits and will give you the score on the testing set. Here you can see you got the score on the testing set. Here you didn't pass any split parameter, number of split parameter. This function automatically will calculate the number of splits and it will return the test set accuracy. This is all about cross validation, guys. If you like the content, please like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.